impressed with Virginia Tech. They're a good basketball team that's playing well right now. And the shooting display that they had in the first half was as good as any as I've seen in a really long time. We knew coming in that they were an outstanding three-point shooting team, and they just had us on our heels from the beginning of the game, from the first 20 minutes of the game. Really disappointed and, to be quite frank, embarrassed with how we played in the first half in all facets of the game. Equally as proud of how well we fought in the second half. Our guys fought every possession and didn't do everything right, but there was a sense of urgency and we played hard. And we have to understand that's what's required for 40 minutes in order to have some semblance of a decent team. And we didn't do that tonight. So disappointing in the loss.
Do you get the feeling from the locker room that the guys are sitting there saying, well, you just said that, all right, we know what we have to do, we just need to do it for 40 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I wish I can get into their minds and tell you what they're thinking. I was asked on the radio, like, what did you say at halftime? I'm not really sure what I said, but it's February 5th. I shouldn't have to say anything. Like, it's the time of the year where guys should know, like, the value of every game, every possession, every minute, every second in each game. And it's disappointing that we didn't show that for the first 20 minutes.
Jeff, you talk about valuing basketball. You feel like your guys just didn't do that?
I just didn't think. I don't know why we didn't play well in the first half. I don't know why we didn't defend to the level that we did in the second half. I'm not really sure, but there was no energy on our part, and it was embarrassing. As embarrassing as it was, I was really proud of how we were in the second half, because it was like Jekyll and Hyde. It was like a switch, and it became contagious for the most part. And so, we have to be able to do that. We have to understand who we are and what's required, to have a chance to beat someone.
Jeff, Femi told us after the last game that he was told before that game that he hasn't been himself. Since then, he has played better. What have you seen in how he has changed how he approaches things, or is leading to he's had two better performances?
I think he's made shots in 2 games. I think he's had pretty good energy in 2 games, and he's been aggressive. But the main thing is that he's made shots.
Jeff, what does John have to do better to see what's happening with the double teams? It seemed like he was doing that better early in the season, but in this game he only had the 2 points.
He's got to do everything better. He's got to understand that he can impact the game in more ways than just scoring. And at times he's done that. But he's got to talk defensively. He's got to be up on screens. He's got to be in a stance. He's got to defend the ball screen. He's got to protect the basket. All of those things, you got to rebound. On offense, if you're not scoring, you have to screen. You have to roll hard. If you are getting doubled, you have to be able to make decisions without turning the basketball over. You can't get frustrated. Like, you have to play. You have to play, and you have to play every possession. And it's unfortunate that he didn't do that. But we didn't do that. It wasn't just him. I'm not singling one person out. We didn't do that for 20 minutes. We did do it for 20 minutes in the second half.
Is there a formula or like a common strategy for defending John that you're seeing from opponents?
Well, teams are doubling them. They're doubling them before the catch. They have a guy sitting in his back pocket. They have a guy kind of side fronting them, and they're just pinching the court. And so it's requiring us to have movement, guys to make some shots, and different things like that. They're being very physical with them, but all of those, it's all of those things that they're doing.
Jeff, at halftime or maybe right before you guys took the court for the second half, did you notice a different kind of determination in your team?
No, I didn't know what I was going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, you've been around basketball for a long time. When you've seen teams that have struggled in first halves and had turnarounds like this, what are things that normally get a team out of this, or what do you see need to see for you guys differently to stop having such slow starts?
Yeah, we need to play better. Plain and simple, we need to play better. There needs to be a sense of urgency to start the game. There needs to be a sense of urgency after the first media timeout. There needs to be a sense of urgency at the 10-minute mark. There needs to be a sense of urgency every second of the game.
What was the message after that first media timeout? Because you guys didn't have a bucket at that point.
We have to move, but the main thing was that we have to play defense. We have to move. We have to have movement. We're just standing. The ball is sticking. We have to move.
that's